Data centers are resource-hungry facilities driven by the AI boom and the global shift to cloud computing. They require a constant 24/7 supply of electricity and water and must operate at near 100% uptime to prevent service disruptions, data loss, and major financial losses. As demand grows, operators are ramping up investments in renewable energy to power their facilities.
Microsoft, we don't run power plants, but we work very collaboratively with the utility providers. So we're very excited here in Indonesia to be working with PLN, who will ensure it's a 10-year contract, so we're invested in the future, and it will provide 200 megawatts of solar energy onto the grid here. And that gives us the opportunity then to use more green power from that same grid.
Roughly half of this power goes to IT equipment, with much of the rest used for cooling systems. Data centers generate enormous heat as they process information. To keep thousands of servers from overheating, they rely on water-based cooling systems. Microsoft pledged to become water positive by 2030, meaning it aims to return more water to the environment than it uses. Co-location provider Digital Edge powers its 2 Jakarta data centers with geothermal energy and plans to extend that commitment to its upcoming 500-megawatt campus in Bekasi. The new facility will also deploy direct-to-chip cooling to support AI workloads.
For AI workload, it will require a GPU, GPU chips, and GPU chips would require a very high density, IT load density, meaning that it's very hot. It has to be cooled using, not the traditional air cool technology or air cooled system, but we are now using direct-to-chip liquid cooling, which means that the liquid will directly cool the servers.
Conventional air cooling relies on air conditioning systems to remove hot air and circulate cool air through the data hall. Direct-to-chip liquid cooling, however, removes heat from servers more efficiently. It uses a closed-loop system that circulates coolant directly over the processing chips inside the servers. The liquid absorbs heat at the source, carries it away, and is cooled before being recirculated through the system. Efforts to improve efficiency and cut carbon emissions will soon be measured under a new sustainability index.
We are going to be releasing a new rating system talking about sustainability and also energy efficiency, adopting the green concept. And the push for the new standards is because investors, is because operators, even the users right now demands to see this happening in the daily practice, in the daily discipline of the data center.
Observers say the green rating system would eventually be linked to tax incentives, but would need a national implementation and government support.
In order for the DC operator to want to do that, because it comes at a cost also, you need to have either the regulation in place to force them, or you have to have a favorable policy to encourage them. So you just need both sides to just push them along. That is something that even if it's not a problem that you see now, it will come to be a problem in the near future.
The race to build more data centers is heating up with no sign of slowing down. How well operators balance a rising demand with responsible use of power and water could shape not just the industry's future, but Indonesia's broader digital ambitions. Saifulbahri, Ismail, CNA, Karawang, Indonesia.